where is my husband? Lord, where is my wife? God, where is my spouse? Like, hello, where is he at? Can you just give him the location? Hey, so listen, I've asked that question before. I know several other people have asked that question before me, and many will after me. I don't stand alone with that question. And we have something in common. A lot of the times, there is no answer. And that can make you wonder, like, hey, am I doing something wrong? Am I in the wrong city, wrong state? What's going on here? And sometimes it's none of that. I want to challenge you today to change the question. Sometimes we don't get the answer that we're seeking because we're not asking the right question. Change the question. What do you mean, Joy? Okay, let me explain a little bit. Have you ever been in a relationship with somebody and you found yourself asking them, hey, do you love me? And that's a close ended question, right? And they're going to answer you yes or no. Hopefully, they said yes. But anyway, we like the truth at the end of the day. So they tell you yes, and you in turn translate it based on your experience with love. So you're still kind of left in a limbo without knowing really what this person or how this person views love or what that means to them. The thing about love is it's conditioned, and this is why people process things as well as experiences differently. Love is conditioned in our childhood based on how you were raised, whether you were, you had an affectionate household, a loving household, or whether you were neglected. Like, love is conditioned, okay? Now, the question that you ask, do you love me, doesn't answer what you really want to know. What you really want to know, or what you should want to know, is, hey, what does love mean to you? This now puts the person that you are asking the question to in the position to fully express what their vision of love is. And you'll be able to, in turn, see whether it lines up with yours. And it may explain to you why you needed to ask that question in the first place. Where's their mind when it comes to love? And that's what you really want to know, so that when they do tell you that, hey, I love you, you know exactly what that means. Okay, so what does this have to do with God? Where's my spouse? Another good question. So here it is. Like, look, a lot of the times we're asking God that very question, where's my spouse? When what we should be asking God is, what is my purpose? For a season, I found myself in the book of Genesis forever. And I would want to pick up my Bible and read something different. And I would always go back to Genesis. Like, it was just what I was going through at that time for a long time, until I was like, okay, what am I missing? God, show me. And we began to go through the story of creation. You see, when God created Adam, he made sure that Adam had everything that he needed to sustain himself, knowing that he had a bigger plan for Adam, knowing that, he was about to give Adam dominion over everything, but also that he was going to give Adam a partner. He was going to give Adam a spouse, a wife. And so Adam was fully set and he was in his purpose. Before God put Adam to sleep, Adam was already in purpose. He was doing what he was created to do. While he was asleep, that's when God pulls Eve out of Adam. So Adam had his own season of personal growth and development. And while he was asleep, Eve had the opportunity to experience the same thing, her own season of personal growth and development, her own one-on-one time with God. And I was like, okay, why, God, if they were already going to come together, what was the big deal? Why couldn't they just, why couldn't he be awake when you were creating Eve? And here's the thing. Eve was being protected according to my thinking and my revelation. And no, I'm not a theologian or anything like that. I'm just a girl who loves God and was trying to gain some understanding why I was in Genesis forever. Okay, so back to what I'm saying. Adam was asleep while Eve was being created. And I think part of it was so that he would not misjudge who she was, that he would not witness her season of development until God was ready to present her to him. That's why when Eve was presented to Adam, he was able to recognize her for who she is. So let's go back to the question that I just put forward. Why don't we ask God, what's my purpose? Sometimes, we spend so much time focused on woe is me, I don't have a spouse, or where's my partner, when we should be, like I say, asking what's my purpose so that God can give you the purpose partner. Here's the thing about love: not only is it conditioned based on our experiences, but also it's an emotion. And we know that emotions are not the best indicator of a relationship status, or we don't want to be filled with emotion and make emotional decisions, okay? So you're going to have something stronger than love to sustain your marriage, because again, and emotions are up and down. One minute I'm crazy in love with you, the next I can't stand you, the next I can't wait to see you, and the next I can't wait for you to go on vacation. Like, look, pack your bags, I'll pay for this, go. It's an emotion, and they can be unbalanced sometimes. But if we have purpose behind our love story, then that gives the marriage a better chance of being able to survive the storms that life will throw at it. Because not only do you have a spouse, but in your spouse, you have a life partner and you have a purpose partner. And when we're able to come together on something more than just love and emotion, but something so powerful and full of God's handprint or his fingerprints on it, there the chance of it being able to survive and withstand whatever storms life will bring our way are that much greater. Look, when I first got married, the very first time, well, the only other time I've been married, it was all about love. And look where I am now, divorced, and I had to find my purpose. I'm grateful that it was one of the first things that I began to seek after my divorce, or during that season of getting divorced. And now I see myself differently, knowing that this is who you are. And it also helps you identify the person that God wants you to be with, the person that would actually match you better than just, is he 6'5", or is she, what is she, Coca-Cola body shape or whatever. None of that's going to serve God's purpose. Yeah, you can have your preferences and there's nothing wrong with that. But purpose at the end of the day is what's going to get you to that place where what we're all seeking for, the long lasting marriage that will withstand the test of time. So change the question. Stop asking God, where's my spouse, but ask him, what is my purpose? And if you already know your purpose, continue to grow in your purpose, continue to develop it, continue to find ways to, change the world, be a game changer as far as your purpose is concerned. And if you don't know, find it. And I'm not saying that you have to, only when you're flourishing in your purpose is when your spouse is going to come, but sometimes it's just knowing it and taking the baby steps, the initial steps. And because you're purpose partners, things will flourish when you're together. So I want to thank you for spending some time with me. Until next time, love yourself and love each other.
Thank you for watching. If you like the content of this video, please feel free to subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll see you next time. Bye.